Here we go. Hi, you guys. I am just trying to find this on my laptop so I can read my comments. Welcome to my kitchen. You guys see how this is looking. I might have to adjust this. I have to mute my laptop. Here we go. We're going to blanch some tomatoes. So I can can them. Hopefully that should be in our right spot. There. Okay, I am headless in my video. Here, let me raise you up a little bit. You guys are on my big tripod on my counter. There. Okay. I've never done this, obviously, live on YouTube before. I've never showed or taught anybody how to do this. But right now we're just blanching tomatoes. We're not, well, and we're going to grind them because my husband and my children are not big on tomato chunks like in their chili. So if we get time, we'll use my KitchenAid. Put the grinder attachment on it. Give me one moment. I am going to share my feed or my live. To Discord. So if you are new to my channel, welcome. This channel, I started more with crafts, but I don't only do crafts. I do, I love to can. Weirdly enough, it is just something I like to do. Trying to find where I can put this. I have a hard time without my, just going to put it under general, I guess. Like the can, I embroider, I do beadwork. All right. Oh. Okay. Bye. Hey, I'm learning new things. I don't usually use my laptop without a mouse. Oh, that's weird. I don't know why it's like that. All right. Back up. There we go. Okay, you guys. Sorry about that. I just wanted to make sure my social media was working. I have boiling water going. I need to get some ice water or ice and some water, but mainly ice first. So, 1 second. This might be a little loud. I got an ice maker on my fridge. Comes in extremely handy when it comes to doing my canning. Hopefully it's turned on. Sometimes, I got ice, but it was just kind of bunched up in the front. It's kind of hard to dig it out if you don't have to. So I'm sorry about the loudness, you guys. All right. When you hop on, please come on and say hi. Kind of nervous doing this live because, I'm not like a commercial kitchen or anything. This is just my home. But, I'm going to turn her around aside for a second there. Let's see if that helps. I want you guys to see. I put my tomatoes and ice water in the sink. Sometimes I don't even use the bowl and I just use the sink with ice water, but for this purpose I'm going to use a bowl with ice water in it. Talk about it with my hands. And of course I'm doing hot water on accident. So these are the tomatoes. I have a whole box. There's a couple going bad. I can cut the bad spots out. They're going to be fine. All you have to do is use a knife. And actually, because I go from the hot water to the cold water, I usually put a towel here and kind of go around. That's why I'm kind of worried about my my laptop being there, but it should be all right. One of my mess up towels from when I'm embroidering. Turned out to be a nice towel, other than I messed up on the applique didn't hold very well. There we go. We can put some water in there. Make sure you come on and say hi. Alright. Always have to redo this water a couple of times. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to heat it for a few seconds or until the skin split. Then I'm going to take them out. Usually I use this. And then once in a while, this guy fell apart. Once in a while I use the clampers. So there we go. I like to use this guy though because he kind of strains. You can use those too. So we'll see what I feel like using. There's no really fancy thing you have to do, but take it from the hot boiling water, which it's boiling. Tomatoes are nice and clean. These ones are really clean. The lady I bought them from did an awesome job. I check for bad spots. I cut the bad spots out before I put it in the water, just so I don't get the water too gross. I fill my pan up. I usually leave my water down about that much from the top so I can put some tomatoes in there. So, when you guys hop on, say hi. Let me know if you guys like to can or if you grew up canning. Hi, Nairo. Hi, Sierra. Right now I'm blanching tomatoes. And yes, this water's hot, but you get used to it. I burned myself many times. So it's going to happen. So why not now? You know. So it is really weird because I have to watch myself on my laptop so I can see you guys because I don't have my camera in front of me to see. Like a lot of people like to time their veggies when they blanch them, but with tomatoes, you don't have to time it. You just wait for their skin to split. Usually a good split means that they're ready. Hi, Sandy. I'm blanching tomatoes. I would do all the canning, but I don't have the time today to do it. This whole box over here is full of tomatoes. So it's my first tomatoes this year. See, this one's got a bad spot. I cut that out. It don't affect the whole thing. It's one thing if it's the whole thing. But we'll wait until the end to do him because I don't want him to gross up my water anymore. It's going to. I didn't give you guys a forewarning I was going on. I'm sorry, but I just decided I was going to make a video. And Steven's like, well, you should do a live. You haven't done a live in a while. I'm like, I don't know. I guess I will. He took the kids and my my cousin Bradley's little girl to the community pool. So, excuse my kitchen. It looks like a mess, but it really isn't. It just, it's a galley kitchen, so everything gets stuck over here. Just waiting for it to boil and get going more. I guess I can crank this bad boy up. This burner gets hot. Usually blanching goes pretty fast, but this is my first set of tomatoes in it today, right now. So it seems like it's taking longer. Have you guys, any of you guys ever done canning? You can tomatoes. So weird, so I'm expecting to hear you guys talk to me because it's not Discord. Be right back. Let me go get my coffee off the table. And my leftover coffee from work. Oh, they should be splitting any time. They get real hot. Oh, here we go. Here's one that's split. Let me drain it for a moment. Ooh, it's hot. I want to bring it over and show you guys a split one. Split one. Let's see if it shows up. Give me a second. Ooh, barbecued meatloaf. Hey, Pam. All right, a little closer. See how it's split, you guys? That means we gotta put it in the ice water. It's ready to go in the ice water. I'm blanching tomatoes to make stewed tomatoes. I didn't get to do much canning last year because COVID caused a shortage for materials to make the lids. Plus, everybody decided they were going to learn to can. So it took a lot of supplies away. So once they started hitting the shelves again, Steven started buying me a couple at a time. Our store here in town won't let us get more than 2 12-packs a shopping trip. You like canned pickles bad? Have you canned, Pam? I'll do some pickles too. It's a lot of fun. Let me go get my mouse. Be right back. I can't do anything without my mouse. I mean, mouse, yeah. You never done tomatoes before? Oh, that's like the first thing other than jams I learned to do. And I used to not really put them in the cold water to stop them from cooking. And it cools them down so you can peel them. And oh, it hurts. It don't make it. I hated it because it hurts my hands. See, these ones haven't really cracked yet. They're not hard. They're not hard at all. Yeah. Well, I have a lot of jars, but when you do a lot of canning, you don't want to go buy new jars. You want to just go buy new lids. And I didn't get to go buy more lids because this all happened, and I didn't know. I didn't prepare for canning lids to be gone. I never expected it to happen. So here we go. Put those bad boys in there. You see them steaming. Oh, of course I get weird stuff popping up. Pickles, sweet pickles, and jellies. Oh yeah. So you haven't done any meat either? Oh. I know a lot of people think canned meat is weird, but when you open up a jar of, say, pork or chicken, and you just throw it into a stew pot. Well, not a stew pot. What is it? A regular size pan, or even this big, depending on if you do quarts. And you put some barbecue in it and let it cook for a while. Oh, it's so good. So good. I should get I need another bowl. Hold on a second. If I can get the bowls. Here we go. Because we are going to grind them. Let's see here. But first, hold on a second. Let me turn this back. Actually, it needs to stay that way. I use my KitchenAid. I was explaining a little earlier that Steven and the girls are not big fans of chunky tomatoes. So I found if I put them through the grinder on my KitchenAid, they will. I gotta move it back so you can see my KitchenAid. They seem to like them better. So, all right. So now this is the area where I need to kind of be speedy. Oh, where'd that knife go? I don't want to use a steak knife. Steak knife ain't gonna get me much. All right. Aha. We don't want the little what is it called? Area where the stem goes. The black part on there. We don't want that. I guess I don't need you guys that far back yet because I'm going to, well, I guess I'll be all right. You don't want too far away. You guys seem to be far away, but it's not too bad. So I cut the middle part out. You slide this skin off. When you're canning tomatoes, you definitely do not want, I'm going to move it closer. You definitely do not want to have any skin left in with your tomatoes. Same with potatoes, if you can potatoes. Because it could cause botulism. It gives bacteria a place to hide and live. Even when you, even with your canning, pressure canning, you have to pressure can potatoes. Tomatoes are a water boiling method. Pretty much a big pot of boiling water with your jars in there. Sorry, guys, my nose itches. Of course, as soon as I'm busy with my hands, my nose gets a little itchy. It happens every time. I should show you guys. See this part right here? We don't want to eat that. We take it, we cut it off, and then this just peels right off. Sometimes the bottom has it too. Let's see. Now, I did one year dehydrate tomato skins. You dehydrate them, and then you can grind them up to be a powder. They could be a soup thickener, seasoning. It's actually really, really yummy. But until I get a dehydrator, I did it in the oven, and it was just, it just took forever. So Pam is cooking. What is everybody else up to? Okay, this is my designated tomato hand wiping one. Let's see if I have any splitties. I do. It's not going to hurt them if you wait too long. It's just they're going to keep cooking. They're going to cook anyways when you can them. But tonight I'm not canning. I should, but I don't have enough time. Now, if I started this in the morning, and as long as Steven's home to help with the little boogers, I can can it. I know it's possible to do it with kids, but it's hard because like Evie's 2, she wants to be under my feet, and I don't want to step on her. And you want to kind of do your process of canning without having to walk around kids and stuff. Ooh, Instapot. Mine's, oh, you can see it. It's right here. I love my Instapot. My mom and dad bought it for me for Christmas a few years ago. Well, us, me and Steven. And it's been used quite a bit. I'm going to put a decal on the side, but someday I see a lot of people do that in Instapot Facebook groups. And I can make it. I've got plenty of vinyl. I just haven't done it. I have so many things I want to do. I just don't have enough time. That's why I'm making that shirt. I'm going to make that shirt someday too. Too many crafts, not enough time. Definitely. Oh, I'm adding to it too, my sublimation printer. Those guys are just being pains in there. They don't have to split. I mean, sometimes you get a tomato, it just doesn't split. You could probably pull that, the little middle piece out by your hands, but I find it easier to cut it. So maybe it's my laziness. I don't know. I'm gonna have to put more ice in there. See, these guys didn't want to split, but they might split once they get in the cold water. I think this is, I don't 100% know if this is a bushel or not. Whoops, I want that on there. Not 100% sure what this box really is. Usually I go to the Amish and buy my tomatoes. This was from a lady at our, she was in the Tractor Supply. She usually has ducks and chickens and goats and bunnies. Ooh, almost packed that in there a little too tight. That was a little hot. I'm thinking it's what's this? About 25 pounds. I'm thinking it's maybe a bushel. Ooh, did you hear that? As you come on, please make sure you come on and say hi, you guys. I appreciate you guys coming on and watching. I know this isn't crafts. But if you guys are interested in canning or seeing what I do, this is one of the other many things I like to do. I don't know why. It's a lot of hard work for a jar of tomatoes. It really is. But you know what? I know what I'm putting in my jars. That's the cool thing. What I'll be doing is putting tomatoes. I'll put some lemon juice in it because it helps with the acidity of it. There will be onions. And I have one green pepper. My other green pepper died on me. It went yucky before I could do this. Hi, Danny. Oh, what else? That's pretty much all. It's just tomatoes and some lemon juice. And I do green peppers and onions. You can put celery. People put all kinds of things in theirs. Just make sure that you got the right amount for acidity. For a while there, when I was making these, I never did the tomato juice. And come to find out, tomatoes, of course, are high in acid, but they're not high enough in acid to always be 100% sure that they'd be shelf stable. So I what is it? It's National Oh goodness, it's a to look it up. But it tells you how to freeze and how to can foods, how to preserve. Um, I'll have to look it up, but I follow their instructions because it's all tested, lab tested. So, because you definitely do not want to give anybody botulism. Oh my gosh, no. Whew. There's been a story out for years that this little old lady made potato soup. Not potato soup. What was it? Potato salad with her canned potatoes, and she ended up getting botulism from it, and she died. And that's scary because it's something you don't want. But you always have to worry about that when you're canning or preparing food. Oh yeah, a couple there split. All right. I'm gonna get these ones done fast before I move them over. Oh, that one's done already. It's a kind of a squishy thing to do. The tomatoes get all squishy and stuff. What are you up to, Danny? Could have named us Work With Me, and then you could have worked with me, but I didn't want to confuse anybody. If they're not used to me doing crafts, be like, what do you mean work with me? You're doing tomatoes. I would have done my jams too, but I was running around doing that. I'm gonna move that over for a minute with the girls under my feet. So, all right. Okay, see they split. So I'm putting them in cold water. It's kind of a good thing about my kitchen being a galley kitchen, small. Even though I would love to have a huge kitchen like a lot of people have. Galley kitchen is good when it comes to wanting your spot or your triangle be small. I don't know if you guys watch a lot of the HTV and cooking and stuff in the cooking world and like kitchen design stuff. You have a triangle. I don't know. Do you guys have you guys ever heard of the triangle that you usually aim for in a kitchen? I'll let you guys try to let me know first before I ramble on about it and tell you what it is. I retain weird things like that, so. Plus, I can outside. If I'm able to, I can outside. As you can see, I have a glass top stove. And glass top stoves don't like it when your boiling water canner boils over. Waiting to see some of you guys in the Discord chat, but you guys must be busy. A busy Wednesday, which was fine. Means I didn't miss out while I was working. Yeah, I gotta choose it over. Whoop. Come on. Go. Okay. I don't know if I have lag or if you guys don't know, but the triangle for your kitchen is the easiness of being able to get your sink, your fridge, and your stove all in a triangle. Mine's a tiny triangle with a little oof because my fridge is right there, but Yeah, everybody's quiet. That's all right, though. I didn't give anybody forewarning I was going on, so. Yeah. My ice maker is extremely slow. It's extremely slow. Yeah, I don't know how exciting tomatoes are, but I I thought that if anything, maybe somebody would be interested too. So I'm gonna get this. I'm draining out the water. The water's coming out of the tomatoes. Now you want the juice from your tomatoes, but most of that's just the water because they take on a lot of water. Mine is a triangle as well. Yeah, isn't that kind of cool? I learned that a long time ago. So I kind of, whenever I watch like videos of these house hunters or on YouTube, I see people's kitchens. I'm like, that is a very bad layout. Look at you can't even get to your fridge. Like from you have to go across the room to get to your sink or to your stove. But then again, I'm not one that has that huge, big, beautiful, you know, kitchen. I was worried because when we first looked at this house, I didn't want it because I didn't want a galley kitchen. But then we come and looked at it, and I'm like, how convenient this would be when I'm like baking and cooking. And like that microwave was not above. Oh, I forgot to put tomatoes in. That microwave was not up there when we moved in. So we had to move. If you notice up there, we had to move the upper cabinets up. You guys didn't remind me to put tomatoes in. But we had to move those up to put that in because I told Steven I need clearance for my when you do pressure canning, the canner's up high, and then you have your gauge. Told him I had to have it up high, so the family that was helping us put it in, they were awesome and helped raise those up. Oh yeah, planning homeschooling. I'm glad Lily's back to doing 5 days of school next week or this coming year. She goes back to school I think August 25th. So thank goodness she does. So because what she did was she went to school Monday, Tuesday. They had a virtual learning day on Wednesday, so they still had to do work. Cause Lily's school, everybody had a Chromebook. The school provided Chromebooks. And then, what was it? So on Wednesdays, they had to sign in, and then they had some work to do. They had work during the week to do too. Then they had less paperwork to bring home. And then on that Wednesday, while they're not at school, they sanitized the school. So I don't know about the mask thing. Michigan's mask has been lifted. I don't know if Lily's school's going to have to. So far they know of, I believe they do still. Which is a bummer, but she survived last year. She is a kid that needs school. I'm not a teacher. Crafts, I could teach her some of those. But I'm not like an English teacher. Math isn't that hard because she's in only first grade. She'll be she's going to be second grade now. But I didn't, when it gets me further in, I'm not the best in math. Even though I do accounting, it's mainly data entry for me, though. I don't do financing because financing is actually where you have to do all the math stuff. And Yeah, not me. If I needed to, I could sit down and do it. But accounting comes after financing. That's where I come in. I'm glad Lily gets to go back to school all 5 days this year. Not a weird, wonky Wednesday one, because then we constantly had to fight her to sit down and do her work after I got home from work. And Steven, he's on a different shift than me, so he had to either he fought with her or we fought both with her when I got out of work and he got up from sleeping from working the shift at night. Ooh, I might be able to get these all done and then grind them all. We'll see. But if you guys are late to here and wondering 100% what I'm doing, I'm blanching tomatoes. To can them and make them stewed tomatoes. Right here, I'm boiling my tomatoes. You heat them fast and see how it's split. I put it in cold water, which I'm gonna have to update my cold water. See how this stove does not like it when you get water on its hot top. So you stop the cooking by cold water. With these, it really 100% don't matter. It's mainly to help get the skins off of them. Kind of boil them until they split. We'll leave that go on for a few more minutes. Let me get this. It's going to be kind of loud. Sorry, you guys. I would just scoop it out, but the ice box is so small. It's hard to... I'd have to do tiny scoops. I don't want to have to do tiny scoops. Hopefully you guys can see stuff pretty good. So this is the first step of doing canned tomatoes. You have to get the skins off. If you don't, you can end up having botulism in a jar. You do not want that. You can make somebody really sick or even kill them. They don't sound good. They said either you die from botulism or you have very bad, kind of stays with you and makes you feel sick a lot. I don't know. I'm not sure. Just practice safe canning. If you guys can, just do safe canning. And I don't do this, of course, to sell or anything. This is just for my family. It's really nice in the winter to be able to go down there and get it and have your hard work made into... We love chili. This is what we mainly use my stewed tomatoes for, is chili. Not always, but most of the time. Tiny ones. Always look at them, make sure there's no bad spots on them. Like this guy, he's not good. Okay. We're gonna put him right there. There are some that you'll be able to save. That one was too small and scary looking. So Pam is making dinner. Danny is getting her homeschooling stuff ready. What else are you guys doing? Oh, cool. Hi, Brittany. Yeah, it's kind of scary, but once you get used to it, you just, like I said, you just make sure that's not gonna have enough room. Put enough acid and stuff in it to counterbalance so you don't have to worry about it. Tomatoes are pretty much the easiest thing other than jam. If you mess up jam and it starts and doesn't set right, it's awesome on top of ice cream. You can use it in pies. Like use fruit, fresh fruit, and then dump a can of your not set jelly in it as a sauce. You can use it as jelly yet. Steven, I have some of my strawberry jelly that didn't set. Steven just puts it in the fridge and it sets it a little more in the fridge, but not 100%. He still eats it. He doesn't care. It's not like it's extreme liquid. It just doesn't spread on your bread much. It more just is there. So you know how it is, Danny, that fresh canned food is just, it's so good. It really is. That's if she shared with you or if you ate some of it. Steven shared a lot of my canned stuff with family right before COVID hit. We didn't know it was going to happen. I didn't realize how much he gave away. And I'm like, well, even with COVID, we'll be all right. We got lots of food down in the basement. It's like, no, we don't. I'm like, what? What do you mean? I didn't realize he gave so much away. So he was just being nice, you know. It's like, oh no. It's a lot of hard work. And I know a lot of people are like, oh, it's easier. Just go buy a can of tomatoes at the store. Yeah, it is. But you don't 100% know how much salt they put in it. If they put salt in it. They could say sodium free, but really, do you know if there's any sodium in it? You don't know. Same with when you make your jams and stuff, what all is in your jams? I know what I put in my jams. It's just, I don't know. I'm not a health nut by any chance, obviously, because look at me. I'm not a health nut. I like to eat, but I do like to know what I put in my body most of the time, but I can't make everything I eat. Well, I probably could, but really, who wants to do that? I try to can as much as I can. Michigan don't have a very long growing season. Sadly, our state is like, oh, get your stuff in now as soon as the frost is gone. Get your stuff in now, because if you don't, well, you're out of luck. Go buy your stuff, and that's what I do because I don't have space enough to grow my own enough in my garden. The ground isn't very good here, or isn't very good for growing gardens. And now with my chickens, I'd have to like majorly fence off a huge area of them. And they'd still get in if you fenced it, so I'd have to put a top on it. So I got a greenhouse, but we were really behind on greenhouse this year. It's too hot there? Yeah. It does get hot in here. I do can outside, but this is all prepping here. I'm just doing prep work. Maybe tomorrow I'll go online and do the actual canning. I have to get the canning done. Steven don't work tomorrow, so I definitely need to take advantage and get that done. I was lucky these tomatoes lasted as long as they did. The lady I bought them from she had some good tomatoes. Sometimes tomatoes don't last that long. And I left them on the counter right there in the box too. They didn't go in my fridge, but I have an air conditioning duct right down here by my feet. And we have central air, so it runs. My water's getting quite warm. We're going to empty that bad boy out, put more in it. And I'm going to make a nice loud crunch pitch sound again. I don't know why it's so slow. Actually, I did pretty good. I have full cup on that one. Cold water with some ice. Ooh, oatmeal. I like oatmeal. That reminds me, Steven bought some oatmeal. I could bring that to work tomorrow. We got the instant oatmeal. It's not any of the other kind. It's just all instant. You have oatmeal up there for cooking. Baking. For baking. I don't really cook anything with it. I bake with it. But I'm glad you guys come on and see me. I appreciate you guys coming and hanging out. And thank you, Brittany. Yes, please give this a thumbs up if you like it. Stovetop oats with milk and butter and sugar. Oh, wow. Don't think I've ever had it like that. If I had it, it was when I was a kid. But as an adult, I've never made it that way. I had the pouches. They have flavors in it. Okay, those guys don't want to. They're still going. I appreciate you guys coming and keeping me company. Steven and the kids usually are and running around. And well, Evie's not used to this. Like I said, she was, last year with COVID when it first hit, I didn't barely get to can because there was no lids. I didn't prep good. Now it's every time one of us goes to the store that might have lids, we look and we get them. Our store Myers, it has a limit where you can only buy two 12 count lids. Well, usually you need more than, that's hot, 12 lids. Whew. So, sweet but not. It's how my grandma made it when I was a kid. Well, that sounds good. I just never made it. Maybe I'll have to try to make it for me and Steven. We've made some and we've baked it before. Still not that way though, but kind of. Kind of like that. Yeah, Steven, it's been a while since we've made it. And he's always the one that usually put it together because just running the water out of here because then they don't sit in the water. Oh, losing my tomato. So it's kind of a back and forth thing. Whoop. And then to can them, I chunk them up, which that's why my mixer is out. So I'm going to put it through the grinder on my mixer. Steven and Lily are not big on chunks of tomatoes. I like them. They don't. So I just run it through the grinder and it almost makes it like a tomato sauce in a way, which I wanted to try and make tomato sauce, but it takes a lot of tomatoes and you don't get as, you don't have as much because it cooks them down. So I just have never done that. It's usually, well, we're just going to use them as stewed tomatoes as far as I got. I want to do it and I think I could cook them down in my turkey roaster. I just never have done it yet. Never know, maybe this year, depending on how much time and tomatoes I've got. Here we go. That was a balancing act there. The water's getting kind of low in there, but hopefully this will last. I don't have very much more. But this will put some quarts in my downstairs in my stash. Only have like 2 or 3 quarts, I think, of tomatoes left down there from last year. We really rationed them out this year. Oops. We rationed them out. We didn't want to use them up and not have any. We really do not like going and having to buy some. Here's a bad spot, so I'm going to try to cut it out and see how far it goes. So if it goes too far, we can't use that tomato. Then see, it's fine after I cut chunk off. We'll put that in last with this other one I cut. That one's good. And that one's good. All right, so we're going to let these guys go and go back to peeling these. We're almost there. Hi, Ashley, you found me. We're doing tomatoes. I like to can, so I kind of asked people a few months ago if you guys wanted to. Ooh, that's a little hot. We're gonna put that bad boy back in there. If you guys wanted to watch me do food and when we work on my motorhome needs work. Well, she doesn't need it. It needs to be updated. It's a 93. So we want to work on it. We're going to take the pink carpet out of it, put different flooring down. I'm going to do some stick tiles on the background for the backsplash and probably in the bathroom. Because you don't want to put real tile, of course, in a motorhome. But things like that. And majority of people said, yeah, they're interested in watching. Definitely canning, yeah. Do you like to can, Ashley? Do you have time? I mean, I know you're a really busy lady with your embroidery. It's hot. My machines are sitting over there quiet, but I had to get these guys going. My husband took the girls out swimming. And their cousin was gone with them too. So, which they'll be swimming for another 35 minutes, I believe. Oh, you've made pasta sauce. See, I've not done pasta sauce. I want to, but I haven't had the time to do it. Sometime. I've got the mixes. I've got recipes. Now, do you do your own recipe or do you do I think it's Miss Wages? I could be wrong. But the mixed stuff that you can buy at Walmart and Meijer or whatever your guys' stores are down where you live. It's so weird hearing everybody call, their main stores different. Other than Walmart, I think Walmart is a very popular across the country. We have a Meijer. I don't know if you guys know what that is. Meijer is kind of like a Walmart. Most of their stuff's slightly warmer. Oh, goodness. Slightly more expensive. I was thinking, wow, this tomato's warm in my hand. So, of course, I had to, what was it called? I said it out loud. I do that to people, too. If I'm thinking something else, I'll say it out loud, and they're like, huh? Oh, yeah, I'm off in my own little world. All right, I got to move you guys back. I realize you guys are a little, let's see, more, oh, come on, move back a little. You guys are on my counter. And more water. Just keeps building up. There we go. Still getting there. All right, I got 2 more to peel, so hopefully by that time they'll be ready. We're getting to the long run, the home stretch for boiling them. told Steven I need a double burner for outside. So I can't outside. So I don't blame you there, Ashley. Someday I'll do some pasta sauce. Maybe it'll be this year. We'll see. This season. Like I said, our seasons are short up here. We don't. Some other states have multiple growing seasons. Michigan is pretty much you've got since was it Memorial Day? Supposedly is when the last frost is supposed to hit. Not always, but you watch the weather and make sure you have your plants covered unless you have a greenhouse. Balancing act. It's like we're of course way late on mine this year, but it don't matter. Come on. Oh, there's a split one. But I go to the Amish and get mine usually, or farmer's market. This one was a lady who was having her own little farmer's market outside the Tractor Supply. She has her animals out on Sunday there. And then I don't know if it's every day during the week or if it's only Saturday, but she had all kinds of vegetables, and tomatoes are my number one worry right now. She didn't have any bushels of green beans, so you guys would see me do green beans. I'm not gonna, when I do green beans, I'm not gonna snip them on live because no, that'd be boring. See me cutting ends off and cutting them to bite sizes. Oh, that'd be daunting. Yeah. See, my greenhouse isn't doing very good. I bought some plants that didn't look the best at the store anyhow. And they're like, and I paid good money for them, and they're like, oh yeah, just give them time. They'll take off. It's been a few weeks and they look horrible still. The tomatoes do. My peppers are looking good, but who knows what I'm going to get from anything. And my green beans, me and the girls planted, ooh, that's hot, yeah, ouchie. Planted some green bean sprouts that we started up in some paper towel, wet paper towel. And they, my chickens ended up getting into my greenhouse because the girls didn't close the greenhouse very well. Steven caught them a little late in the game. They ate most of my bean sprout plants, so I have the opposite of a green thumb. I'm sorry, Danny. See, that's where you go to the Amish. If you guys have, I'm sure every state has Amish, right? Of some sort. I'm sure they do. I know on the eastern coast they do, because like there was a 80 video of them or show about them. But that's where you go to the Amish and get your veggies. It's not that I don't have a green thumb. It's just I don't have room for enough to can. By the time canning season's over, Steven and the girls remember, this is Evie's first real season of me canning. They're going to be sick of it real soon. So in other words, you don't like the camp either, Danny, right? You don't like nature and bugs and dirt. I'm not a big fan of bugs, but I like to camp. Hence the motorhome. No. I love it. That's all right. You and Liz will have to get a hotel. When Liz comes to see me, she's going to have to get a hotel. I would let her stay in my mobile home, in my motorhome, but she don't like to camp, so. And it wouldn't be right anyway, because we don't have a, what is it called? It's not like it's got a hookup out there or anything. We hook up water and electric, but, you know, when we go camping, we get full hookup, so. Full hookup, and we need like a 50-watt amp, because we got air conditioning in that bad boy. Need air. I know that's not really fully camping, but air conditioning. We do here, but we have greenhouse, veggies. Exactly. You would love probably glamping. There's nothing wrong with that. Have you seen some of these campers? Oh my gosh. My motorhome's old. It's a 93, so it's not fancy, but it's got a bathroom. Well, it's got a toilet room, and then it's got a shower across the hallway. I got a queen size full bed in the in the back. Woo, we're done with that. We're gonna run some water on there. There's a built-in generator, so if we didn't want to have to hook up anywhere and we're off where there's no hookups and we needed light, there is a generator built into it. So that's kind of fancy. At least to me it is. We bought the motorhome for my parents because they just decided camping just too much for them now. They'd prefer just to get a hotel, which is fine with me. I really like the motorhome. But having kids, I mean, camping is awesome. Evie was quite a bit of baby last year when we went, so she's 2 now, so she'll really, once we get to go, we just gotta find time to do it. That's funny, Danny. That's all right, though. Not everybody's adventurous. That's fine. I don't know if I would do any of that, even when I was younger. Feeding a gator, going in a swamp. Ooh. In Michigan, our swamps have snapping turtles in it. I think we have a water snake that could hurt you. That's about all. That's the cool thing about this state. There's not much that could hurt you. It's just the cold. The cold's no fun. And most people don't like it. Like I've heard people say that we're about the only state that you could jump into a lake or a stream or possibly a pond without having to worry about anything too bad getting you. I'm sure there's other states, but I was told that a long time ago. We went to Lake Michigan over the weekend, and Lily's like, Mom, is there any sharks in the lake? No, Lily. There's no sharks in fresh water. I mean, I've heard of them that they will swim upstream, but it's very rare to ever find them in the Great Lakes. Well, I think we have a Michigan rattlesnake or something. I don't know. All right. Okay, you guys. Let me get my. Now this might get a little loud. I'm sorry. I don't have any of those fancy ear pad thingies or whatever they're called. Let me see how it looks. There we go. That works. Okay. So now what I do is I just put it through here and I do it slow. Because you don't want these tomatoes squishing and splashing everywhere. Oh, that's the lock. It's backwards to me here. Alright. So of course, since that's small, we got little small pieces in there. So I'll have to cut some of it. All this extra work because my husband and kid doesn't like chunks in their tomatoes. Whatever. It's alright. That's alright. Probably could turn it up a little more. I love my attachments to my KitchenAid. Hopefully they're having fun at the pool. I messaged him before I came live, told him I went on live, so. You don't swim with fish in there. No, these don't have to, well, you put it in boiling water, Sandy, just to get the skins to split so you can take the skins off. To can them, you use the boiling water canner method. You don't have to use a pressure canner. And a lot of people are scared of pressure canners. I was for a long time. I am not now, but I was for a long time. I like pools too, but sometimes a nice lake. Have you been in any of the freshwater lakes? Have you been in like any of Lake Michigan? Lake Michigan, we got Superior. Superior's cold. Cold all the time. Oh my gosh, it's ever cold. It could be 90 out and it's still extremely cold. We got Huron. Ontario. No, it's Ontario. Oh yeah, I don't remember my mind right now. Brain fart. And Erie, Huron, Superior, Michigan. I know I have a pushy thing, but sometimes if you use the pushy thing, then it squirts everywhere. So I try to just do it. I use this grinder for like everything. No worries, it's washed very good. Every time. Because I make a lot of stuff. No, you don't have to cook them down. No. Now if you make pasta sauce, you cook it down. You cook them down. But I'm doing stewed tomatoes for like chili, Spanish rice, or what we call Spanish rice, what I grew up on. What's the matter, Sky Rooney? Do you need outside or is Daddy home? If they're home, you guys, I apologize right now for how loud it might get. It might get loudish. And I always have to wash my KitchenAid too. We're talking about getting me a bigger KitchenAid. They have the bigger size too. I gotta let the dog out real fast, you guys. Give me 1 second, okay? It's just right over here. What's that? Alright. Obviously, they're not home. She went the opposite way from the gate. She just might as well. I guess she must have just needed to go out, which is fine. So now, if it wasn't for Steven and Lily, maybe Evie. I don't know how Eve is yet. What I used to do is I just take my cutting board and chop this up and throw it in a stew pot and well, yeah, I guess I am wrong. A little bit sandy. You do cook it and boil it when it comes to when you're getting ready to can it. Hi, Michelle. So I'm a little wrong on that for you. I was just thinking about this process, but like say if I'm gonna can it tonight, which I wish I could, just so I didn't have to do this again tomorrow, or get all this stuff out, different stuff. Say I'm going to can it right now. I have this stew pan on the stove and get it warming up. Excuse me. Warming up to a boil. But I'm not going to do that today. You do need it really hot. You want your jars nice and hot, and you want your food nice and hot to go in there. What you up to, Michelle? I'm playing with tomatoes. They're all nice and blanched. I got the skins off, so now I'm grinding them. Because Lily and Steven are not big fans of chunky tomatoes. So I don't do this all the time, but most of the time I try to do it because, oh goodness, when we're eating chili or something, oh my goodness, this is a tomato. You think? I want to be running my embroidery machines right now, but these tomatoes need to be taken care of, so I can't do that right now. And I wish I had my sublimation ink. Did you guys watch Kim Thayne's new video on peekaboo shirts? Oh my god, those are so cute. Then I seen other people. I watched that late last night right before I went to bed. I should have been in bed sleeping, but I seen it. I had to go on and I had to watch Kim. I try to catch everybody's video. If I don't, I'm sorry. One way or another, I do get to watching them. I appreciate you guys supporting me and watching my videos. And I enjoy watching your guys'. Not only do I want to support you guys, but I really like it. Even if it's something I don't do. It's kind of cool. I like it. Hi, Joanne. Hi, Joanne. I'm saying hi to my laptop. I'm sorry, you guys. I have my laptop over here so I can read messages, and here I'm talking to the laptop instead of the camera. I'm sorry. Michelle, give me a Gibbs slap in the head. Back of the head slap. But I'm sure this is not a perfect way of doing any of this, but this is how I do it. Like I said, of course I don't sell it. Oh my. There's just so many food regulations. This is just for my family. And then also to whoever Steven decides he's giving them to. It's not all him, really. We give it to people, say, as a thank you. Like, he was hunting on somebody's property. We gave goodies to him, cans of pickles and tomatoes and meat. And same thing with Steven's cousins. They live down here from the UP now. They're like sisters to Steven, so we kind of treat them extra special and give them. I'm wearing my tomatoes. They should come out of the shirt. I hope so. So, it's fun though. You can do push. Ooh. Did you post a picture of it at all, Joanne? I watched a couple other people do it too, and I'm like, oh, now I've got to make I don't have my sublimation machine or print ink yet. I have my printer. You guys probably seen pictures on Discord, I'm sure. I have my printer. I just need my ink, and since I got a workforce, I need my cartridges, and I need some paper, and I need to get some blanks. Was going to do it this weekend, but we went to the lake and kind of spent extra money this weekend. So, and I had to buy 2 wedding flower girl dresses for my girls because they're both in my nephew's wedding. So I had to buy those, and they had to be bought this week to make sure they're here. And if I have to take them in at all, I can do that. I would have loved to make them, but we usually can too. Awesome. Have to make the image a little bigger. Oh, you didn't make it very big for your shirt? That's all right. We'll still like it. I stumbled upon a couple more videos, and one lady, I think, was at Dandelion Cottage. I watched her today. That's the first time finding her, and I subscribed. She was really nice. I really liked how she did it too. I'm like, oh. I have to ask Kim where she got the idea, because I never even seen it until she did it. My bad. I'm on Facebook all the time looking for stuff and trying to learn sublimation stuff, because now that I have my printer, I need to look into things. And then I bought what are they called? The bundles for $1 that Lori, oh man, I can't remember her last name. I'll attach her video on there, but there was 1 hour for non-members to buy for $1, like 30 bundles. I bought like 8 of the bundles. So there's SVG files, there's PNG files. Some of them are, SVG and PNG. There's sublimation files, sublimation or just regular print files. I'm ooh. That'd be fun. It'd help me, kickstart my some stuff. So we'll see. Just hard because right now it's time to start canning. My parents are pretty happy that I like to can still. I learned to can from my mom and my grandma, and I don't 100% know why I like to, other than I like to know what I have in my food. But Like I said, if that was 100% everything, then I'd make everything, which I don't. Don't make everything. Um, it's a lot of work. All right, let's crank this bad boy up a little more. Let's see. Hopefully I don't splatter too much. Let's see on that. And the cool thing with this, I guess, with me grinding it, other than its extra step, it does take some of the harder parts out of some tomatoes. Some tomatoes have hard spots. Just how they grow. Oops. I don't know why. And yeah, my mixer's getting filthy, but that's fine. It's too small. Okay. Well, I will await you to post um post one when you get another one done. Um, this dandelion cottage lady, she did one with a Guns N' Roses picture, and I love Guns N' Roses. I'm like, ooh, I might have to go get that file. I won't sell it, but I wouldn't mind sporting a shirt with that on there. Told Steven I want to make the girls some Halloween shirts like that. It'd be cool to have like a jack-o'-lantern face poking out of an orange shirt, or like a mummy poking out of a black shirt with a with the white band-aids. Too bad you couldn't get glow in the dark. But hey, you can for embroidery. We'll see someday. And there's others, they bleach the shirts, which are cool. I want to do that sometime, but it takes time. And I work full time, so I don't have time to do it, sadly. But when I do have time, I'm tired. That's why some Friday nights I don't get to do much because I'm just so tired. It's like, yeah, I should stay up, but I was up early. My nose itches. Every time my hands are in food or busy doing something, I don't really want to itch my nose with my hands. That's when my nose itches. Getting too much water. Sadly, some of that is juice, but I don't want a ton of water because sometimes after I can, my tomatoes have quite a water content in them, and I want it to be juice. It's really hard though when you blanch and then they have all that water. So. Glow in the dark transfer sheets. Would that work? Good idea, Joanne. You let me know if that works. That'd be cool. It's a good idea. And I have some of the Ultra Heat Bond. Have a roll of it. So I bought it and didn't realize it was Ultra. So you can't sew with it. So this would be almost perfect. Perfect thing to try. And if I get going on my sublimation, sorry guys, it's not very good for me itching my nose. Sorry, but I really need to. But get going on my sublimation before Halloween. I might have time to do some local orders. I really need to work on my Etsy shop. I still only have one thing in there. So I took everything else off, which I could have still made it, but I took it all off in hopes I was going to put a new listing or two every day on, and I didn't get there. Maybe I'll still do a listing tonight. I mean, I have some pictures of towels and drying mat that I took I took a couple sets of pictures out there with. Because right now, all I have on there is a set of the state of Michigan applique. I need to get going on doing another state to show I can do other states. But I don't want to get things made in other states and then, like, say I do a Texas one. We have a lot of Texas friends on our Discord and our YouTube. And well, they didn't like the pattern I used. They want something else. So I'll be stuck with Texas applique towel and mats. I really don't want to do mock-ups because I like the idea of having my towels and my mats ready to go right now. Because right now my life is too chaotic with my little munchkins and Steven's work schedule. I wonder if my chickens would eat the skins. I have to look it up. I think they do. Oh, hi, Dawn. Alright, you guys. There's those. Alright. So while it's up and going, my sad, lonely green pepper I have. Put him. Throw him through it. Hold on. Cut him a little thinner. Go in there a little easier. Guess I should get my cutting board out because I can't do that with my onions. That looks gross. It's like, but chops it up. And it's green. Yeah, definitely let us know how it goes, Joanne. That'd be cool. Even if I only do it for my kids. Like I said, I don't have a lot of time to build stuff, and that's where my problem is. That's why I don't want to have to take orders. I prefer to, like Etsy orders. I do take orders locally. I mean, I have orders locally to get done. But I have to get these tomatoes done. See where my jars got shoved? And it broke. That is because my husband shoved them in there. Oh, where did the broken piece go? Well, I'm sorry you guys had to see that. The broken jar. I don't know where it went. It went underneath my cabinet. As long as it's not where I had to step, we're all right for now. It might have broke when he shoved it in there. I don't know. Ah. That was one of my tall jars. I don't see it. I think it got shoved in there broken and nobody knows. Tomato. Let that relax for a minute. And cut a tomato up. Not tomato. Oh my goodness. Onion. Onion. I don't know my words. I need to get my big knife out for that. see. How's your guys' view? Oh, my nose itches. Yeah, I know it was weird if you guys noticed. I had to open up my, what is it called? My oven. Open up my one drawer. One of the inconvenient things with this kitchen. Not 100% sure how or why they designed it this way, but they did. I know I'm not the best at chopping stuff up either. But good thing is I only have to chop it into chunks. I'll put it through that. Hopefully I don't cry. Definitely I'm not a chef by any means. Whoop. And don't help for some reason my hands and my wrists have been hurting a lot lately. That's small enough. Oh, maybe a little smaller. These are some old Pampered Chef knives. I've had these for a long time. Very long time. Because I did the Pampered Chef parties a long time ago for some consultants. And I ended up getting these, a set of 3 for like $75. Which is quite a deal. They have a case on them and like self-sharpening or whatever. And back to the grinding. See, if you have people that complain that they don't like onions, you don't have to tell them that there's onions in it. By the time these are cooked in, can't tell there's onions. That's another thing Lily don't like. But she won't know. She doesn't know. And it's not going to hurt her. Ah, there we go. No, I haven't finished the stewed tomatoes yet, Michelle. Hi, Angela. Onions, yes, onions are yummy. No, I haven't finished them. I blanched them. Just in case you guys are sure 100% the process, you to blanch a tomato, you get boiling water in a pan, like what's on my stove over there, and you put nice clean tomatoes in. Don't put them dirty in there, because then you're gonna get dirt in your tomatoes. Come on, get down in there. You gotta talk to your food sometimes. And then you boil them until their skin split, and then you take them out of the boiling water and put them into cold water, ice cold water, ice bath. That's what the red bowl in the sink is that I used. And then as those get cool, then you can peel the skins off and take the tops where the stems attach. You take those off, and then you put them in another bowl. And I'm putting it through a grinder because most of my family does not like chunky tomatoes, so we're kind of stuck. I found doing this makes them happy. It doesn't hurt anything really. It's just a little extra step. But then again, if I didn't do this, like I used to just chop them up and then and then throw them in a stew pot. I do my green onions, or green peppers, and I do my onions. I'm not going to put too much in. I only had one lonely little green pepper because my other green pepper went bad before I could use it. I didn't get to the, I'm going to let that finish, I guess, a little bit more. It's still coming out. I didn't get to the farmer's market to get it out there. It's fine. I'll be doing more. This is nothing. I usually do about 3 or 4 of these pans worth. So this is a good start. This is a good start for right now for canning. Dump the onions in. See, there's some tomato in it. But I'm going to get it off of here a little bit more. I don't want to take the blade and stuff out. I don't want to lose it in the tomatoes. Come on, release. Haha, there we go. Had to do a little more turning. I know it's kind of abusive, but my grinder still likes me. That I know of. There's the blade, or that, well, I guess it's the blade because this isn't sharp really. Well, it is a little bit. Here's some chunky parts that didn't make it. There we go. Those will be washed. Oh, I get to clean up. But take this, stir those onions and a little bit of green pepper in it. Let me move this out of the way. Oh, my knife. I don't like the soap. Put my knife down into too much water. Oh. Let's see if you guys get much of an angle. Let's see. Oh, you guys need to be down a little more. But this is what I've ended up with. So, in my guesstimation, it might be 11, possibly 12 quarts. I could be a little high on my quart guesstimation. But that's what I got. But this will be some yummy food. I enjoy it. But no, my kitchen is a mess. If you guys have any questions or suggestions on how to do stuff or anything like that, let me know. Like I said, I'm not a pro. Oh, yeah, well, usually my family, when we did stewed tomatoes, they're chopped up or smushed, and then you put your onions and green peppers in it and you can them, and that's what we use for chili. So like for when I make chili, I do 1 or 2 pounds of burger. If I have venison burger, I do 1 pound of venison, 1 pound of beef burger, 2 quarts of tomatoes, stewed tomatoes, and then 4 regular sized cans of chili beans. That's how I make my chili. And then I put sugar in it and chili powder. We are not big spice people. I'll spray that down and scrub it in a little bit. It needs to be washed. It's filthy. My poor KitchenAid. I feel like I'm an abusive parent now. My kitchen equipment is important to me. I feel so abusive, but that's nothing compared to what it looks like when I grind meat and stuff with it. I know that sounds gross to some that don't like meat, but grind up my venison burger and stuff with that. But I spray it really good and scrub it down really good so you don't have any possibilities of leftover meat on it. It'd just be gross. Yeah, I'm going to show how to can them tomorrow. It's getting late. it's a little too late since I work in the afternoon. But I will teach how we can them, how I know how to can them tomorrow, hopefully. Only have a few days with them like this. Hold on one second. Miss Sky wants it. 1 second. Did you get sick of waiting for him? I think the dog was outside waiting for Steven and the kids to get home. Now I've got a mess now. Oh yeah, definitely. And I like if I started this in the morning, I would have been canning them. I can outside. I have a 16 by 16 burner. I think it's more meant for like, oh, what is it? You guys do boils down south. What are they called? Like you put the shrimp and stuff in it. I don't eat seafood, so I don't 100% know what you call it. I'm gonna feed this stuff to the chickens. I think my chickens probably like the tomatoes. So. And then oh, is it? So yeah, I'll do that. I want to get a camping double one. Hey Lila. Is that how you say your name? Sorry if I can say it wrong. It almost looks like how my daughter's name is Lily. So almost looks like Lily. I know it don't start with an L though. Yeah, shrimp or crab boil. Yep. See, I don't eat that stuff, so I don't know how. But yeah, it looks like that. I can out there with that, so I'm gonna have to get my table out. I have usually a folding table. I'm gonna use another one. I have a folding table, well, a long plastic one I'll use, and I'll get everything ready in here. I'll have my big stew pot on the stove, hot jars ready, and I'll get jars ready for there. I think was it 7? You got 6 around, 1 in the middle can fit. As long as I use the proper size jars. Last year I was using some jars that are not 100% canning jars. They're like mayonnaise jars. They don't have like ball or cur on them. Forewarn you, they may be home, so it might get loud. Oh, they're home. There's Lily running after the chickens. Hold on 1 second. Let me let her out. Sky, come on. Sky. Sky, come here. Sky. Sky, come on. Do you want to go outside and see them? Be nice. Stay off Abby. Stay off Abby. Yeah. Yeah, you caught, what is that, Sylvia? Lily caught Sylvia. Would you guys like to go out and see Sylvia? Because I'm done in here, so I just got a mess. Oops. Hold on, you guys. Okay, now I can't see anything because I accidentally touched a different screen. Oh, she left it down, but... Hi, Eve. Say hi. You're on live YouTube. Say hi. No. I can't let you have it right now.
Sky.
Mom.
Uppy. Okay, hold on. Yeah, she's excited. Oh, there's one girl right there. I believe that's Lacey. Yep. Nope, that was Sylvia. Lacey's over there. There's Rocky. Lily, don't go on the trampoline with her. Lily's got Barbara. There she is. She's like, no, thank you. I do not like this. But All right. Oh, and see, there's my canning setup, you guys, right there. I just need to get my table out. But this is what I use to can. My propane tank is a little dirty because we had to take it off the grill. But all right, you guys. I will see you guys tomorrow or the next day. I'll can. Evie says bye bye. Well, I'll see you guys later. Bye. I gotta turn you around so I can turn.